Hi, chat. Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's happening? What's happening? Hi. Um, this is kind of gonna be a weird one for a minute. You can kind of see right here. I've got food. I'm gonna eat dinner real quick. Usually I don't eat until after stream, but the last 2 nights I have streamed so late, I didn't get to eat dinner. And I am like deeply hungry. I am very hungry. So, did I just mute my mic? No. So we're gonna talk for a bit while I eat. This is gonna be a social eating stream for a minute. And then we're gonna play some Half-Life, Opposing Force, and maybe beat it tonight. So, I can show you what I'm eating, but you have to promise not to be like, what the fuck is that? You have to promise. You have to trust the process. Currently marinating chicken to meal prep some teriyaki bowls. That's dope. That's dope. I made this on Sunday, and then the last 2 days haven't gotten to eat. And I'm gonna show this to you. So it's supposed to be a burrito. It's a chicken burrito on a spinach tortilla wrap with low-fat cheese and lettuce. And this is a food hack I never heard of. I like sour cream with like Mexican food. Like a little bit of sour cream, a dollop, you know. But I was told that the healthier alternative to sour cream is plain Greek yogurt. And I went, I don't know about that one, man. I don't fucking know about that one, but let's give it a shot. Chat, it tastes exactly like sour cream. When you get like just a bite of it, you can kind of tell it's different. But when it's in with everything else, that's just sour cream. And it's healthier than sour cream. So it's supposed to be a burrito. On Sunday, when I made these first, it was a burrito. I prepped a ton of chicken and made burritos out of it. But I'm sitting there in the kitchen waiting for my water to fill up. I was like, what was I waiting for? My water to fill up, and I'm like, that smells good. I gotta get a bite tonight. And when I took 2 bites, and the whole burrito unraveled. So really, it's just gonna be a giant taco, and that's okay because it still tastes good, still healthy for me. A lot of fiber, low calorie, high fiber. I don't want to do more than 20 minutes of consecutive gameplay tonight. I want every 20 minutes. I gotta go shitsing. Anyways, I'll eat this in a second. But let me ask you, chat, how's everyone doing? I'm doing okay. You know, I'm excited to stream tonight. Tony Wave 3 is live. If you're a Tony head, if you're a Tony collector, Wave 3 of Tony is ready to go. I'm okay, man. Oh, that's a Wave 2 Tony. That's a wave. Is that a Wave 2 or Wave 1? I think that's a Wave 2. That's the First Responder Final Fantasy VII Tony. That's a good Tony. Uncommon Tony. Not Wave 3, though. Wave 3 is the first themed wave of Tonys. And I will, I'll wait until one of them shows up before I tell you what the theme is. But, good Tony pool. I'm alright tonight. I just want a normal stream. You know, Monday was fucked. Yesterday was great, but goddamn, that was a 5-hour stream, and I'm glad it was. I'm glad that Zelda 2 is over, to be honest with you. Like, I loved those streams. Kind of hated playing that game, but I loved those streams. But with my work situation being so on shaky ground right now, I'm happy that that's done, because otherwise it would have had to have gone on like indefinite hiatus. So who won? This guy. What's up, Chris? I did win. I won. And I did wake up this morning and go, you know, the race was kind of rigged from the start. You know, like the whole time I knew it was going to come down to Shadow Link. The whole time, or Dark Link. The whole time I knew it was going to come down to that. Because that's the only thing I knew about the game, is that everyone fucking hated that boss fight, you know? Everyone fucking hated that fight. And I knew the exploit because of watching the Angry Video Game Nerd, what, like 12 years ago? 13 years ago? So, I did kind of feel this morning like, it's one of those situations where no one could say I didn't win, right? I won. I played fair, I won. But I do think it's going to be one of these things in like 5 years. I'm still going to be getting comments on the VOD that are like, you didn't deserve to win. You cheated. And it's like, okay, sorry. You didn't deserve the achievement in the Minecraft video. And it's like, okay, I guess I didn't. Sorry. So, I don't know. I had a great time. But I am legitimately kind of worried that people are going to get so brain rotted about it. They're not going to understand that it was just a fun thing between my friend and I. You know, it's this whole thing now where everything is kind of drama. The content's only good if there's drama. You know, and people really, really feel strongly about online content and drama, and they want more all the time. And there's just a part of me that's like, I have a feeling in 5 years I'm gonna unlist all those videos because someone's gonna be I'm just gonna get constantly shit on for knowing the exploit to that final boss. And that's a bummer, man. That's one of those things I think about, and it makes me go like, I don't know about this whole streaming thing. You know, it's one of those things. It's a small grain of sand in a vast ocean of, you know, positive ocean, but a grain of negativity that just makes me go like, man, I don't know if I'm cut out for that kind of shit of just people. When there's people who get mad at me and I find it funny, and then there's people who get mad at me and I just go like, I don't know what to tell you. You are just negativity, you know? So you know what? It is what it is. I had fun doing those streams, but I think some people are maybe going to take those a little bit too seriously. And they're not meant to be. It's also made me think about how I love being the villain. I love being the heel. I love being the antagonist. I feel like I'm really good at that because it's really easy. I got to be real with you. It is very easy. I think a lot of times people don't get like, oh, that's a bit. Oh, he's doing a bit. Like, we've already gotten negative comments on those Zelda streams on YouTube where people, like, don't get that I'm doing a bit. They don't get that, like, this is just a casual thing between friends. There are people who come to some of this stuff and just go, like, why isn't this better produced? Why aren't you guys talking to the chat more? Why aren't you guys are save stating too much? Why are you? And it's just like, man, sorry that we're not better at the game. There's just like an air of negativity now. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I had a great time with those streams, but there's like almost a feeling of I have like they have like an expiration date. Like, I feel like the more people who see those videos, see those VODs, the more negative I'm gonna feel about them. So that's cool. Just a fun thing you get to consider when you're making stuff for the internet. They come to your videos? I hope not. I hope not. So I don't know. You know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll take it as it goes, but I think people take things too seriously anymore. There are things to take seriously. There is shit going on in the world right now that isn't being taken seriously enough. But there are people who get mad about a person playing video games on the internet. And I just think, like, man, I don't know what to tell you. This is just my hobby, you know? I just like playing games and telling some jokes. I don't know what to tell you. People get too into it. People get too into it. And it's, you know, we've talked a lot about parasocial relationships. There's almost like a parasocial hatred that people develop. I was thinking about it today because I love getting... I like getting up to date on the Dark Side Phil drama. I like knowing what's going on with Dark Side Phil every once in a while. I get caught up in it. And, you know, sometimes it's funny, and then sometimes it's like, man, you're too into hating this. You know, like, you're too down the rabbit hole. Sorry, fat nuts, and you're like too down the rabbit hole. And I see that with some other content creators who I really like, but maybe have had like an issue here. Not like they were a piece of shit, but like, the quality of their videos like isn't as good as it used to be, you know? Oh, like this person who was always in their videos is now like not around anymore. And there was just like this seething, burning hatred for them at points. And it's like, if you don't think things are good anymore, just click off. You know, if you don't like the thing, stop watching it and just click off. It's that easy. It's very, I don't know. Maybe that's why I feel this way today. Is because I saw a lot of that today for a person, and I just thought, like, not that serious, guys. Not that serious. It's not that big of a deal. It's really not. And if they want to do things this way and you don't like it, that's okay. You can just leave. That's all right. You know, I just don't get... I jokingly say, like, I'm a certified hater. That's a joke. Because I really think at a certain point, you're just letting that shit consume you, you know, in a really, like, pathetic and unhealthy way, and... So that's what's been floating through my mind today, is like, you kind of can't make mistakes on the internet anymore. You kind of can't fail with this shit anymore. At least I guess when you reach a certain size as a content creator. You can't have flops. You can't experiment and fail. You can't be like abrasive as a bit. You have to be this, and this. It's very limiting. It's very limiting. And I think it's why, like, you're seeing a lot of content creators right now go like, hey, I'm done. After 10 years, I'm done. Or, hey, guys, we gotta have a serious talk. Like, I'm pivoting to this. Or, like, some of the people I watch, honestly, 2 or 3 people I watched recently were like, yeah, hey, guys, in December, I had a nervous breakdown. And, yeah, I don't really feel like I've recovered, but I gotta get back to work. Like, it's just, there's no room to do something different and fail, because people will get so mad at you if you're doing something different. And even if you are doing something different and it's good, there's still going to be people who are like, can you do the old thing again, please? And you can't, like, be the heel, because then people will legitimately hate you. It's weird, man. I feel like shit's getting real weird online. And maybe it's just social media and YouTube comments, but you know, like, it's an interesting thing. And so looking at these Zelda 2 streams, I'll run this back and try and wrap this up, because I think I'm just rambling. Looking at these Zelda 2 streams, I really like them. I think they're really funny. I think they show how good Pelimoon and I are as a duo. That's why we used to do skits together. But I think if enough eyes get on those, I don't think people are going to understand that our dynamic is me kind of antagonistic, but failing. Like, that's the joke, is that I suck, but I'm doing a bit that I think I'm hot shit. I don't think people are gonna get that, and I don't think people are gonna get that we suck at that game. And I don't, like, I just feel like if enough eyes get on those, people aren't gonna get that it really was just 2 friends doing a bit and having some fun. And it's like like I said, I feel like if you ever look for those streams and don't find them on the VOD channel, I probably received some fucking harsh feedback on those and was like, you know what, it's not worth it anymore. I'm just unlisting them. That's not going to happen next week. That's not going to happen in a month. But if you, hey, set a timer, 5 years. Let's see if those streams are still up. Because I don't think people are going to get the bit. I don't think people are going to get that there are bits. I don't think people are going to get that it's not that serious, It's interesting time to be online, man. Interesting time. Not that it hasn't always been like this, but I don't know. Lucas, what's up, brother? Worst thing is people sending death threats to other people. Oh, 100%. You have failed as a human being if you're threatening violence over media, over shit that doesn't matter. Just made spaghetti? Hell yeah. Guys, this is a social eating stream. Get your dinners out. We're gonna do social eating. Let me take a big bite. I don't usually eat on camera because I'll be real with you. When you're a big belly boy, people will take any opportunity of you eating or talking about food on recorded, you know, on a stream or whatever, and go like but I'm eating this shit. Again, this was supposed to be a burrito, and I took 2 bites, and it unraveled, so now it's just a giant spinach tortilla shell chicken taco. With Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. Again, a food hack I never knew about. I did not know that that was a thing. That's pretty good. That chicken is the best chicken I ever made. Because I let that shit marinate. I let that thing stew in the spices and the sauce for like 9 hours. They're not great. Oh, we eating good. Oh, we eating good. Again, I didn't get to eat. I streamed so hard the last 2 days. Maybe only one of those last 2 days, depending on your definition of streaming hard. I didn't eat dinner the last 2 days. So fuck it. That's the Greek yogurt. It's not any other white substance. Fuck it. We're eating dinner on stream. Little dinner before the show. But how's everyone doing? Actually, Chris, you said something and I like read it and then I didn't read it out loud because I was in the middle of ranting about something. What was that? I have sinusitis. Sinusitis. Sub goal for Plutonium 238 chip champ. Yep. Guys, if we hit 50 subs tonight, I'll eat the Plutonium 238 chip. Real. Is Greek yogurt some kind of code word? No, it's just Greek yogurt. I don't listen. So I did Greek yogurt because it's a substitute for sour cream, right? If your cum is the consistency...
Stalker 699056 is now following.
Stalker, thank you for the follow. Strange time to follow. Sorry, bad time to follow. You're hearing words from my mouth. Sorry. If your cum is the consistency...
Owen Twitched 1 is now following.
Owen Twitch, thank you for the follow. If your cum is the consistency... Good Tony Pool. If your cum is the consistency of sour cream, go to a doctor. You are dying. Thank you. So this is Greek yogurt. Infinite follower life hack. Yeah, let me just keep saying, if your cum is the consistency... Guess I'll be back. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Let's... Okay. If that's what I need to say to bring the followers in, I'm doing it. Gotta roll it out like toothpick. Yeah, that's a go to the doctor, you are dying situation. That is a uh-oh. Hold on. I don't have my drawing stuff set up. Hold on. If you have to grab your dick at the base and pull up on it in your balls, problem. Doctor. Now. Have you ever had a situation where you, like, it's not like you got, like, cut or, like, you got hit on the head, but you're, like, just going about everyday normal, and something happens to you, and you go, like, I should go to a doctor now. Uh-oh. You ever have, like, a normal thing not function, and you go, like, that's not good. I couldn't pee. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. That would do it. I would, if I couldn't pee, I would say, doctor now, please. I don't think I've got one. I gotta be real with you. I don't go to the doctor nearly as much as I probably should. I'm a real, you know that, like, boomer dad thing of, like, I know better than that quack. I don't call my doctor a quack, but I am someone who is kind of averse to going to the doctor. Yeah, because I don't know. Healthcare prices, yes. Yes. That'll do that. Those are one of these things where, like, every time I go to the doctor, they're like, yep, clean bill of health. Looks good. Everything's good. You should probably lose some weight, but everything's good. And I go, thank you. Thanks. And then I take about 3 steps and I get, like, the worst head cold I've ever had. Every time I go to the doctor, I leave more sick than when I went. So I'm like notoriously doctor averse. I should probably go to the doctor soon. I'm dying. Just ignore the bill. That's what I did, and I never heard from them again. Smile. I can't tell if this is a bit or not. I don't know if I told you about this, Kirby. Because you and Crunch gave me that advice of just don't pay your medical bills. And then when I went to Philadelphia, I was talking to this is the 3rd stream in a row I brought up Jesse, I think. I was talking to my friend Jesse, and we were talking about medical bills and stuff, and I was like, yeah, my Twitch chat just keeps saying just don't pay, and nothing bad can happen. And I swear we spent like the next 2 hours trying to decide if that was true or not. We didn't come up with an answer. I don't know if you're doing a bit or not. Another bite. Social eating stream, guys. Eat along with me. Let's all take a bite together. And when you take a bite, say nom nom nom. I'm not doing it. That's so disgusting if I do that bit. Even with non-American doctor prices, I've never had a doctor not say, try this, and if it doesn't work or gets worse, contact us again. Never heard about my hospital visits ever again. They don't even show up on my credit. Tried to ignore my hospital bill last time and they were relentless. See, that's why I would be nervous to do it. That's why I'd be nervous about it. Shouts out Greek yogurt and spinach tortillas. It makes it so you can basically eat Mexican food nonstop and be healthy. So that's cool. Shouts out. Who needs a doctor? Who needs a doctor? I got spinach tortillas. You have to pay checkups and shit, but if you need like a lung transplant for $80K and can prove you only make $3K a month, they're not going to make you pay. Really? Just don't use Greek yogurt or sour cream. Listen, Kirby, we get it. You hate good food. You hate tomatoes. You hate gravy. Just let me have my sour cream. I just like a little dollop of sour cream with Mexican food. Am I wrong? Anyone else feel this way? I know. You know, Joe is hungry. Food reviews always has some sour cream. Gotta have some sour cream. And my respect for him went from maximum to maximum plus. Kirby, name one food you like. This guy hates food. Pickle, okay. But now, correct me if I'm wrong. You only like certain, yeah, you don't like bread and butter. We got a picky eater in this chat. Someone's a little picky eater. Listen, I'm not sitting there. If I want a pickle, just a pickle, you know, I'm getting a straight gherkin, you know. I'm going to town on that gherkin. You get like a burger. Sometimes it's nice to have a sweet pickle on a burger. Not all the time. I like to change it up. Pickles are versatile. Pickles are like cheese, right? They're very versatile. Sometimes you like a sweet pickle. Just like sometimes you like a spicy cheese. Someone's a pickly eater. Mods, ban him for having a funnier joke than me. Get him out of here. Fuck. Eating pickles straight out of the jar is one of the most American. Really? No. No. I feel like that. I feel like Germany. I feel like they for a gherkin, I feel like they'd go straight for a gherkin. Oh, if you're talking about pickling, I love to, yeah, pickled eggs are good. Pickled bologna is good. We get Warheads pickle. I would not eat that. What the fuck? Warheads pickles. No. That sounds like it's going to create a chemical weapon in your guts. Jumbo hot pickles out of a pouch is definitely an American thing. Really? Dude, I love anytime I go to the Tractor Supply. They got the giant gherkins. Oh, you gotta get a big old gherkin when you go to Tractor Supply. Go there, I get birdseed and shit. And they got the big old gherkins at the checkout line. You gotta get a gherkin. They're just sour. See, I'm not big on sour. I'm not a sour guy. I like it in a pickle, but like really sour? Pickle flavored popcorn? Again, gut chemical warfare. That is something I would eat, and I would spend the next 8 hours regretting. Pouch pickles are extremely American. That's fair. But I mean, surely we are not the only ones who just like to eat a big old gherkin. Maybe we're the only ones who sell them at the Tractor Supply store in a pouch. But surely more than just us likes a big old gherkin, right? Or create a chemical weapon in my guts? Yeah, here's my recipe. If you want to Oppenheimer your guts, here's my recipe. Any alcohol. Like 12 chicken wings. And like ice cream. I don't do this anymore. Let me make this clear. This is a different Mike speaking here. This is a different man. This is the Mike of like 6 years ago. Not the Mike of today. Mike of today is eating fucking spinach tacos, you know? You do that shit, you from moment one will regret it. You do that, your guts are gonna go and you'll know you are the destroyer of ass. A place being called Tractor Supply has got to be confusing for Chris. Sounds American enough to make sense. It's just a tractor supply store. Farm, you know, equipment, animal stuff. That's where you get your tractor supplies. Though we don't we don't go to Tractor Supply. We go to Rural King. Rural King's the one I go to. Deep fried Twinkie. Oh yeah, anything deep fried. Fair food. If you want to commit chemical warfare on your guts, fair food. Fried fair food. Corn dogs, deep fried Twinkies, deep fried Oreos. You will lose yourself to the horrors. Good night, Chris. Hope you feel better, dude. I still didn't figure out what sinusitis is, but it looked bad from the one picture I saw, so I hope you feel better. Feel better. Try eating a pickle out of a jar. Get a gherkin. A doctor says, you know, a gherkin is the top 2 cures. Laughter, 1, 2, gherkins. Food designed to fucking kill you? Yeah. Yeah, but goddamn, it's so good. I can't do it like I used to. I can't do it like I used to. Too old. I gotta limit myself if I go to a fair or a place with like fair food concession stands. I have to pick and choose my battles, you know? I don't do like deep fried Oreos, deep fried whatever anymore. I will do a funnel cake sometimes. For me, fair food, I get like I usually get like a hot sausage sandwich, some fries, and then later on I'll get like an ice cream. That's enough for me to be like, I should not eat more. That's too much for me. But it isn't like, okay, I ate all that on a Friday night. My weekend is going to be spent in the bathroom. You know, it's not one of those situations. So, eat fried dough covered in sugar and get on this roller coaster. Yeah, man. Yeah. Doesn't that rule? Doesn't that fucking rule? I think Toby Keith had it right. Yeah, what's your favorite fair food? I don't know if this is normal for you guys, but here where I live, our county fair, great soup. Really good soup. So, when I go to the county fair, which I guess I didn't go this year, did I? No, this past year. I went the year before, right? Good soup. Get soup, ice cream. Funnel cakes are always great. You can't go wrong with a funnel cake. Fried pickle. All good. Always went to a lot of Italian shit. Ooh. See, now I've never been to an Italian festival. I watched, sorry if this is going to sound stupid, but there's that episode of The Sopranos where, it's a season 6 episode, right? Yeah, it's like later in season 6, where they go to like there's the whole like fair that they go to, Italian like street festival. And they're like, fuck it. They got hot sausage sandwiches heaped with peppers. And it's like, oh. But yeah, we don't have anything like that around here. What are you gonna do? Do Catholics make the best food? And you're saying maybe. What is your favorite food culture? Right? Asian food, Italian food, Mexican food, deep South American cooking. Which religion makes the best food? No, but what's your favorite, like, I want to say genre of food, culture of food, I gotta give it up to underrepresented, underappreciated Amish. Got it. I'm not saying they're my favorite. I'm saying they're underappreciated. You haven't lived till you've had an Amish cinnamon roll. Oh. You haven't lived till you've had an Amish soft pretzel. Oh. What's Svalbard? What is Zoroastrians? What is that? I feel like you guys are just like naming Elder Scrolls races. Do your research. I can't. My hands are covered in Greek yogurt. One of the oldest religions? Oh, okay. I gotta be honest. I haven't really cracked the book on religion. I haven't really gone, what's this religion thing? Let's get to the bottom of this. Who made this and what do we do about it? Got favorite religion? Let's get controversial tonight. Let's piss off a lot of people. Best religion? Go ahead. Personally, never mind. Fluggism, thank you. Thank you for acknowledging. Guys, if you want to be part of the Fluggist religion, if you want to be a Fluggist, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. Guys, this is a service, okay? This is a church service. It's kind of expected, hand the plate around. Okay? I was gonna say, my favorite religion is, Heaven's Gate cult. But I didn't say that because that would be disrespectful to say that. So I didn't say that. That was fucked up, and I'm sorry you had to see that. Some guy that I follow on TikTok who does tape rips, he started ripping Heaven's Gate cult tips or tapes. And people are like, why? Why are you uploading all these Heaven's Gate cult tapes? He's like, just got a bunch of them in. Just wanted to rip them. All right, thanks. I think what went down at Heaven's Gate is a tragedy. Thank you. Keep saying this. If I had more exposure, I'd probably say Chinese food's got the best things going on. Yeah, I would say Chinese food or Japanese food. I feel like it's so versatile. There's so many different things that I would agree. Like they probably got the best food, right? One of the two. Can I just turn my webcam off for a second? Because I'm about to do the fucking deed to this thing. I'm about to eat you know that painting of the guy like eating his son or whatever? That's what this shit's gonna look like, and I don't want you to see that. This is like a deeply intimate moment for me. I'm gonna just turn my camera off. Oh, that's First Responder Tony again. What the fuck? That's 2 in a row. On First Responder Tony. If you get First Responder Tony... No, it's not? Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. Got the jacket, Tony? Oh, okay. So Tony Wave 3 is locked in. I mean, it's out. You could pull a Wave 3 Tony tonight. You could be the first person to pull a Wave 3 Tony tonight. Jamaican, Korean, and Indian are up there for me. Korean's great. Jamaican and Indian, I've had a little bit of Indian food. You know, I've had like the stereotypical like, you know, spicy curry. And I went, too spicy for me, thank you. But I don't think I've ever had Jamaican food. I would love that. Chinese food, yeah, Chinese food's got runs the whole gambit. Devs ruined Tony Gotcha with all these updates. Oh, so, all right, guys, we're rolling back Wave 3. Too many people complained. Less Tonys now. Guys, we're rolling it back to just Wave 1 Tonys now. Too many people complained. Sorry. Live near one of the best Indian places in town. Okay. If I ever find the time to come to Pittsburgh, let's fucking do it. Did I just dox you? I don't think I did. This guy lives in Pittsburgh. Get his ass. All right, we got your IP. We're downloading dick pics, uploading to Webkins. You're done. Did all of that with my Google Glass. Avatar 2 4K. Put that up here. Club Penguin Memes Twitter account. Put that up here. You guys hear? You can't watch porn with the Apple Vision Pro. Like, what are we doing? You can't jerk off with this thing? What the fuck's the point? Typical Apple woke. Tim Cook, more like Tim woke. Valve Index lets you JO. But now I don't know, but doesn't the Index you have to connect to a computer? It's not its own device, right? Because the shit I'm watching, I do not want connected with, my streaming computer. We're gonna be, you thought the tech issues on Monday were bad? It's gonna be a nightmare. All right, I gotta turn my camera off because I'm going to commit fucking murder on this. 1 second. Sorry. It was a lights out guerrilla radio moment. I turned that camera off and it was like I was in the desert and that was water. That was good. That after not having eaten that for 2 days, not eating dinner for 2 days, that hit exactly as hard as it did on Sunday. That fucking ruled. I find the most joy with cooking from just fucking around. I don't like following recipes very much. I don't like following instructions very much, if you know me, but I like just being like, okay, what works? Tortilla, chicken, season it, lettuce, cheese, sour cream. I could make a burrito out of that. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. I love just going like, I don't fucking know. Let's try it. Even like seasoning the chicken. It wasn't like, okay, how many teaspoons? It was just, salt. Okay. Pepper. Okay. Paprika. Garlic. Onion. I'm just fucking shooting the shit, I'm just feeling the air. Where's good? Holy shit, that was good. Alright, wait, going back to the jerking off thing. Okay, so the Quest. Here's the thing, though. The Quest. It's its own device. I don't know anything really about VR headsets because they're always too expensive. Ask too much of the hardware. Or asked for too much room space. So I've never, like, I dicked around. I have the PSVR 1, which now I can't even use. And dicked around with that, and that was cool. And I had a lot of really great experiences with that. But I still think, as much as I want VR, I still think it's not feasible for me. Plug it into anything? Okay. I would love to get the Valve Index. I've heard that's the best VR headset. And also, you can play Half-Life Alyx with that. But it like asks for room space, right? And I don't have that. I don't have room space. From my desk here, the shelves back there, it's maybe like 7 feet. It's maybe 7 feet. Or like, what do I put the recliner? I don't know. Technically Half-Life Alyx with anything. Okay, so I can play it with what, the Virtual Boy? Owned. Mods, ban him for misinformation. Owned. Play Half-Life Alyx with a MetaQuest and a PC. Okay, what's a MetaQuest? could play standing, sitting only. So I don't need... So if I got a Valve Index, I don't need, like, room space. I don't need specific room space. Valve Index. Jesus Christ. Not for that price. Oh, well, it does come with Half-Life Alyx. That's cute. Yeah, $1,000 is a little bit out of my price range. I do have 8 gigs of RAM. I do have a good enough GPU. Available DisplayPort required. See, I don't have that. I do not have that. I do not have that. I am all ported up. Every hole this computer has is plugged. Every USB, every HDMI, every DisplayPort. Plugged right now. You play Steam VR without any wires? Really? I don't know any of this. Is that my fault or is that their fault? I don't know, but... So... Okay, so I could buy a Valve Index. And then I could use Steam VR to wirelessly put the game to the headset. You can buy a Quest and use Steam Link. Quest. We're talking MetaQuest 3. Log into your Meta account to continue. No, I just want to look at the price, please. Can I just look at the price? Okay. Alright, so it's like $500. Now that... So, okay, so the MetaQuest is its own device, right? It doesn't plug into a computer. So I could get a MetaQuest. Use Steam just on my PC. Like it casts it to it through my PC. Okay. And then I could play Half-Life Alyx. And I don't need room space for Half-Life Alyx. Now, could I stream that? That's the other thing. If I cast it to Steam, does Steam, like, display shit? Oh, there is a streamer bundle. Hold on. I don't know what that means, but there's a streamer bundle that includes a link cable. Be a window on your desktop that shows what you're seeing in the headset. Okay. Well, okay. That's an option. That's an option. Much to consider. I mean, I'm not spending $500 on this right now. That's not. I'm not even spending $500 on this. You know, next paycheck. But that is something to consider. Something to keep my eye on. Getting a MetaQuest 3. Can I use this thing with VR chat? Can I enter VR chat twerk-offs? Oh, dude, they got a Samba de Amigo game on this? All right, I'm in. I'm in. That's what sold me. You can? Okay, cool. Can I... serious question. I assume, probably, right? Of, I could just buy games on Steam, right? So... I'm trying to think of more VR games that I want to play. Oh, I know what I'm thinking. No Man's Sky has VR mode. At least it did on PlayStation. I'd be able to do that. Is VR on PC too? Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Alright, I'll think about it. Next, more than $100 purchase for me. Probably new Bluetooth headphones. Yeah. I don't think I'm getting a Quest anytime soon. But I don't think I would get this anytime soon. I think I would squirrel away some money every paycheck and then consider getting this on top of what I already squirrel away, but Quest does have its own audio. Okay. But still, I need new Bluetooth headphones. Because this isn't going to cut it. I have no mobility with my headphones plugged in right now. That sucks. But, interesting. Well, for me, like, the three, like, okay, VR situations that I would want to check out is Half-Life Alyx, is No Man's Sky, and is like VR chat. I don't know if VR chat's really that active anymore, or if it's just used for like twerk offs. I feel like anytime I see anyone talk about VR chat anymore, it is like, yeah, just got my dick snusked on in VR chat, and it's like, oh. Okay. All right, more power to you. But I always liked the, like, Second Life feeling of VR chat. Of just like, yeah, you've got Winnie the Pooh and an anime girl and John Wick and Herbert Hoover, and we're all hanging out and talking about life, you know. I kind of like that aspect of it, but Boneworks is great. Yeah, I've heard good things about Boneworks. I feel like there's enough good VR games that, like, this is becoming, like, more justifiable. But it is still kind of a situation of, like, okay, and when's the next good VR game coming out? Like, they're advertising this Asgard's Wrath 2, and I heard good things about that, but, like, okay, what's, it's still, like, oh, new cool VR game came out, let me dust off the headset, is how I feel, but I'm also so checked out of that, because I didn't know what the options are, I didn't know this or that, or, you know. Super Hot VR, I played that on the PSVR. I played that and liked it a lot. My favorite VR experience, I've talked about this before, but my favorite VR experience was Arkham VR, Batman Arkham VR, and, like, it's not good. It's one of those, like, you look, you can pull a rope. You know, it's like a 90s kids activity center, you know, PC like activity center, but for tough cool guy adults and on VR. But there was a real moment with that where I had, like, headset on, like, noise canceling headphones, and you're fucking lowering into the bat cave, and you pick up the cowl, and you got to put the cowl on, and it, like, slides on, and I was like, oh, this is wish fulfillment, baby. This is what is it? Power. No, what is it called? Power fulfillment. Power wish fulfillment. That ruled. That was the moment that I'm like, all right, I'm in. And the dude doing Res Infinite Power Fantasy. Thank you. Yeah. Doing Res Infinite in VR and Tetris Effect in VR. Like, I've had good VR experiences, but I can't justify buying a PSVR 2. I just can't. I need something more worth it, and definitely something that I could stream with easier. Remember, Kirby, I think you were there. I did, like, Psychonauts, the Rhombus of Ruin or whatever, and because it's PSVR, there's no way of, like, looking at the chat, and so I had my laptop set up to read chat out to me through TTS. Like, that was such a fucked way of doing it, but that was the only way I knew to do it, so any indie experiences, I'd love to hear some. I would love, like I said, this is something I've been thinking around for a while, but it's also not something like, I'm gonna get right now. It's something I'm kicking around. There's so many other things I need to take care of, and quite frankly, I need to build my savings up more. My car, like, went in for work last September, and that, like, fucked my savings, and, like, then my birthday was in October, and I splurged for that because all my friends were coming in, and then the holidays kind of kicked my ass, so I gotta get my savings back up. I like having enough in savings where if I were to lose my job tomorrow, I could go, like, all right, I've got a good, like, 2-3 months of savings. Let's just take the time. Like, let me do all the shit I said I was gonna do and never got to, you know? Subnautica has VR, but I'm scared to try it. I'd be down for that. I would love to do that. Subnautica, I played once, and it was in a multiplayer mod, I think with Pelamoon. And the multiplayer mod was busted, so we were both invincible, and so it wasn't really as scary. We were fine. I feel like Outer Wilds is a game that would have VR. Does that game have VR support? I feel like that game would be fucking killer on VR. Lethal Company gets VR. That would be killer on VR. That would scare me too much. Outer Wilds just has a mod for VR? Okay. Yeah, like I said, next big purchase for me is a new set of Bluetooth headphones, and I need a couple more things for the drawing tablet. Doing those, and there's a bunch of like Blu-rays that I have on pre-order that like money is waiting, like those need to ship and then money comes out because they're all through Amazon. I'm waiting on that. Trying to be a good boy with my money. But does Roller Coaster Tycoon have VR support? Fuck, I would love that. It's just, you're just towering over the map and you can zoom in, pick up the people, put them in the pits. Every game should just have VR support. Does Mario have VR yet? Viario? Viario? Also for me right now is that's what the other thing is that I'm like, maybe I should spend a good amount of money on that is a steering wheel for my PC. Because today I learned that Outrun 2006 on the PC has a mod to make it better. Has a mod to fix the graphics problems. Has a mod that adds modern steering wheel support. And so I would fuck with that, man. In fact, I think I am going to fuck with that. But I'm like, should I get a steering? I don't know where I'd put it. I actually think I'm going to get rid of my PSVR one. My original PSVR. So I have room to put my steering wheel somewhere. I would fucking love... If that happens, chat, you are getting 2 months straight every day. I'm just playing Outrun 2006. Sunglasses on. Fucking steering wheel. I would go nuts for that. So that might happen. Here's Edge VR where you actually... Is that real? That sounds like a fucking nightmare. That sounds like I don't want to play that. When are we getting, like, sniff games? When are we getting, like, VR, but then, like, you know, a wire comes out of right up the nose, and you can smell the game? This guy wants... No. I want to be playing No Man's Sky. Come to the alien planet. Smells like sulfur. I want to be playing a cooking sim. I could smell the food. I want to be playing never mind. I want to be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Smell the materia. This one's Thunder. And this one is Big Strike. When are they gonna let me eat some materia? God damn it. When is Square Enix gonna sell materia that I can eat? That I can just make me stronger. I'm gonna say something inappropriate about VR and smelling, but I stopped myself. That's good. That's good. Anyways, well, hey, at least now I know what VR headset I would get. Lucas, you seem to know a lot about VR. I'm appointing you my VR consultant. Congratulations. Does not come with a raise in pay. If I have any VR questions, I'll ask you. But but I think I've got it figured out right now, and I'll do more research with it at a later point. All right, I'm gonna do a Tony pool for myself right now. Okay, Wave 2. This is a fairly common Wave 2 Tony. This is the Warner Brother Tony. It's a good Tony, but it's fairly common. I did want to say, though, before we get into Half-Life, I love CRTs. Let's turn off this VR shit. Let's talk about CRT TVs. Someone on, I want to say it was r/CRT. So there's a thing called the 240p test suite, which is used, like, people use it a lot. They'll burn it to, like, a flash cart, like a Super Nintendo flash cart, and then put it in the Super Nintendo and then be able to test their TV. Someone went, hey, here's all the design and coding to make, like a mobile version of the 240p test suite that you can just plug into a TV and turn it on and go from there. And it looks like fairly simple to make, to the point where I'm like, should I make one? I kind of want to make one of those. I don't know how expensive it would be for the parts. I should look into that first, but I think that's so cool. I talked about this on Monday, but that stream's been wiped off the face of the earth, so I'll talk about it again. I just the other day learned about service menus. I didn't, all this time talking about CRTs and enjoying CRTs, didn't know about service menus. So it's it's like advanced settings, but you have to know like the secret code to get into your TV. You got to know the secret, manufacturer code. And so I found a 20-year-old forum post for my CRT, and I went in and I was having a problem with my CRT where when I put my PC on my CRT, there's like 4 or 5 lines to the right that are just green pixels. It's like everything shifted just a little bit too far. And so I was able to get into that service menu and shift it all back and fixed it. And it looks even better now. And I'm just like, God, this rules. It's just nice. It's just nice. I love having the CRT. And I keep thinking I will get ads. I'll get like Facebook Marketplace ads of like, this CRT is 15 minutes from you and they only want $30. And I will go like, ooh. And I go like, you know what? I've got one big ass CRT. Heavy ass, big ass CRT. I don't need more. I have no space for more. I don't need more. Looks cool. I hope someone cool gets it. I'm so happy with mine. And yeah, I found the service menu thing and I felt like I was the smartest fucker on planet Earth. I felt like a fucking genius. So, the moral of the story is, kids, TV, good. Thank you. Imagine a VR headset that used a CRT display. I would wear that. I'd wear that and it would, it would call my head. I'd be permanently walking around like this and my fucking eyes would be bloodshot crusted over all the time. But imagine playing like No Man's Sky on them. I wish there was, we're getting closer. People have found a way to emulate CRT really well recently. The RetroTink does it really, really well. Because I love the colors of CRTs. The resolution, maybe not as much, but the colors are so different. And I love those. But all right. Should we play Half-Life? Can I do another Tony pool? Fuck it. Another Tony pool for me. Oh! The first Wave 3 Tony! That is a rare Tony. That is the black Bart Simpson bootleg Ninja Turtles t-shirt Tony. That is a rare Tony. First Wave 3 Tony in the world. Holy shit. Not rigged. I absolutely now feel like this is a gambling stream. Oh. Not rigged. Wow. Did not expect to see that. That's rare Tony. That's a rare Tony. First time ever Tony. So Wave 3 is a themed wave. Wave 3 has a theme. Any guesses? Any guesses to what Wave 3 could be? Well, I boot up Half-Life Opposing Force. Simpson. Yeah, basically. Wave 3 Tonys are bootleg Simpsons t-shirt Tonys. They all have different bootleg Bart Simpson or Homer Simpson t-shirts. Because I love bootleg Bart Simpson t-shirts. I fucking love bootleg Simpsons t-shirts. And I have so many pictures of them. And I'm like, fuck it. We're making Wave 3 of Tonys out of this. So I think there's like 16 or 17 new Tonys. That are all bootleg Simpsons shirt Tonys. And they range from, oh, well, I guess that could be, actually, there's 2 official shirts in there. Oh, we got another one. We got The Sopranos Simpsons t-shirt Tony, which raises a lot of questions about the universe and, you know, is it a show? Is it not? That's a whole thing. But that's a good Tony. That's a good Tony. First time Tony. Holy shit. Holy shit. Good Tony pool. So that's one of the official shirts. That is a real shirt. There's another one that you wouldn't think is an official shirt, but it is. And then the rest of them are definitely bootlegs, and you will, they'll range from like, is this a bootleg to what the fuck is that? There is, there's a shirt, there's a bootleg. I'll tell you, there's a bootleg Simpsons shirt in here that involves Betty Boop and Bart Simpson. And I went, who the fuck was wearing this in 1990? Whoever was wearing this in 1990 either had the greatest drip or the worst drip. So, see if you pull it. See if you pull it. Speaking of pulling it, never mind. Speaking of pulling it, let's pull up a great game with Half-Life Opposing Force. Wowee. If you didn't see the last Half-Life Opposing Force stream, I will tell you, I did a good chunk of it with 1 HP, and it was a fucking nightmare. So, okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm changing the game category. Sorry, I got distracted. Half-Life Opposing Force. We're so close to being done with this. We're so close. I'm hoping I can finish it tonight, but hey, we'll find out. I put the music back on for a second so I could drink some more. Hey, does The Simpsons Hit and Run have VR support? I tweeted about that today. I forgot I tweeted about that today. Can I put that on the MetaQuest 3? Dude, Simpsons Hit and Run VR with a steering wheel, that would be terrible. That would be horrendous. But I would play the fuck out of that. That would be the I think I would, like, my brain would fucking gush blood after playing that for a bit. That would be so aggravating when you get to those later levels, but goddamn it, it would be funny. Should I stream The Simpsons Hit and Run? I watch a ton of Simpsons Hit and Run speedruns. And, goddamn, that game is so beautiful in how psychotic it is. It's so, like, you'll start a mission and it'll be like, yep, the AI for the car that I'm racing against, the RNG roll is now busted, and this race is unwinnable. Okay, thank you. It rules. That game's great. I might stream that game sometime. Okay, closing that. Let's play Half-Life Opposing Force. We're almost done. I think we only have like 2 or 3 chapters left. Oh, right, we're in this parking garage. Okay, give me a second. I gotta get my bearings here. We're in this parking garage. We're getting our asses hunted. This is gonna be so loud, I need to turn this down. The moment I fire a gun, everyone in chat is going to lose hearing in both of their ears. I have to turn this down. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Okay, what about now? That's still really loud. That is less loud. Is that workable, chat, or should I turn it down more? Is this too loud, or can you still hear me? Maybe a little bit more? Okay. Just a little bit more. Okay, now it's kind of too... Okay, what about now? Still good, or still not good? Gucci? Okay. So we've reached the point where every enemy in this game is just beating the shit out of me. They are throwing very tough mens at me. But I guess that makes sense because we're almost to the end, so fuck. I mean, it's also not maybe helped by the fact that I'm terrible at first-person shooters, but... Now, I hope we finish this tonight. I don't think we will. I will be real with you. There's a good chance we won't. But if we do, that would be dope. Because Blue Shift, I think I can do in one stream. Kill me. I think Blue Shift I can do in literally one stream. So... And then after that would be Half-Life 2. Can I use a cool gun? Okay, we're out of ammo on that. Like they do so much damage. I don't even know if I'm hitting them. I miss Corbin. This never would have happened to Corbin Freeman. I mean, that's the strat, isn't it? Just to strafe back and forth. Well, that worked. Holy shit, I can't believe that worked, actually. Okay, but now what do I do? I'm out of ammo. How much sniper rifle? Not much. I'd prefer to save that. Let's do the heavy gun. Speaking of heavy, did you guys see the new Skullgirls announcer pack? Who's up on the Skullgirls knowledge? They so there was a Soviet. It was called like the Soviet Russia announcing pack. That was like that had been around for a while, but it was Mike Z doing it. Who Mike Z is not involved with Skullgirls anymore. Let's just say that. You can do the research. Hey, you know what? I need to move chat. Forgot to move chat after last stream. My bad. Oops. So he's not involved with Skullgirls anymore. We'll just say that. And so they had removed the Soviet Russian announcer pack. But they just replaced it. And it's the guy who played Heavy from TF2 is the Soviet announcer now. I think that rules. I think that's so funny. Hey, what are you doing? Friendly? 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 Not friendly, not friendly, not friendly. There was a friend who was way up on Skullgirls. I played a ton of Skullgirls like a decade ago. And I thought it ruled. I thought it, when I was at my like fighting game peak, I played a lot of Skullgirls. It had, for a while there, it was like the best fighting game tutorial. Now kind of feel like most fighting games have a tutorial that is very much Skullgirls tutorial. So that's dope. That fucking rules. Okay. So you can see why I made little progress last Half-Life Opposing Force stream. Is because they really like throwing these guys at ya. And they will cook ya. They will cook you. And I did this whole section where I missed the I guess the health, the like refuel station basically was optional. And so I missed all of this health and had to do a whole section of this game with 1 health. That was miserable. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Oh. Hello.
Now, don't hurt me, and I'll tell you a secret. I've been hiding up here listening. These black ops have some sort of bomb. I think they're planning on blowing up the base. Now, why do you think they would do such a thing? I'll just wait here.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the input. Thanks for the memories. Okay, there's guys there. I have 22 health. Let's rock. Ah, fuck off, fuck. Holy shit, I'm good. Okay. I guess I stepped on a landmine. My bad. Won't happen again. Okay. Stop! Stop with the fucking explosions, please. I am begging you. Whoa. We go that way.
Are you
Oh.
crazy? I'm not opening this door until someone turns that bomb off.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go turn the bomb off.
Be careful with that thing. One false move and this whole facility is gone.
I've got it covered. You just keep your eyes open. There's still some targets running around.
Watch this. Is it good? Hey, should I turn this on? The fuck? Dude, this is like, you ever in Toy Story where Buzz Lightyear, like, opens up his, like, laser thing on his arm? That's what this looks like. Step 1. Indispose the gravitronic rev limiter. I just turned it off. That's fine. Nice of them to print the instructions on it. Oh. Ammo. Oh, never mind. Okay, can you open the door now?
Whew. That was a close one. You better get in here. It's not going to be easy from here on out. The only way out is through the level 4 storage unit, but it's a mess down there. The Black Ops were using it as a staging point until the aliens came in. If you do make it through, make sure you have them come back for us.
Okay. I like that he said it's not gonna be easy. Like everything was easy up until this point. Really do with some more health. Really do with like a health and armor recharge station. That would be very nice about now. When worlds collide. Ooh. What the fuck? What are we in Indiana Jones now? What is this? I had to put the first set of chicken in the oven? Hell yeah. Let me know how that turns out. Uh-oh, I think they heard me. God damn, I hate the Black Ops. The fuck was that? Oh! Oh! Okay, alright. Gotta be a little bit more cautious about this. Take this a little bit more professionally, okay? A little bit stealthier, maybe. Maybe a little bit stealthier. They just saw me. Okay, here's what we do. We don't die. Okay, here's what we do. Okay, what do we do? Here's what we do. No, that gun sucks, right? Dude, I guess it was default Half-Life that had the default Half-Life. Yeah, that's what the game's called. Normal Half-Life. It had the little critters, right? You could throw down. I guess this game doesn't have that. I didn't notice that. All right, 33 health, 19 armor. We got to take on the whole fucking army. We're good. Yeah, that was kind of a waste of that. Oh. Okay. Not good so far. So far, taking a lot of damage. I really have a lot of sniper right now. Okay. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. Okay. Just casually sniping with a railgun. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too hard. Would love some more health. Would love just a little bit more health. That would be very cool. What the fuck is that noise? Holy shit. I hate that. Yeah, what's the audio design for this room? The loudest fucking noise you've ever heard. What if we made a wall of sound so loud? I think I get it. What if I just do that? What if I just do this? Ah, fuck. Chan, I am so sorry about this audio design. What the fuck, man? This sounds like the kind of shit that would be in an indie horror game that would scare me so bad I'd cry. Oh, fuck. Oh, you assholes. Oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Jesus, what are these noises? It's like making the hair stand up on my arms, man. I think there's another guy somewhere. Jesus Christ. Oh, I can feel my brain just melting. Ow! Cool. Cool guy who doesn't move. Fuck it. I don't know. Where is he? Where is he? Out. Jesus Christ, the audio. This is like the worst audio design I've ever heard. Holy shit, what is going on? Why would you make this? Why would you make this? I gotta get out of here. I'm like a rat in a cage right now. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Okay, how do I get out of here? You don't understand artistry? Is that what we're calling this now? What is this? Why would you make this? Jesus Christ. Ah, fuck. Oh, we're okay. Please. This is the worst audio design I've ever heard. Why would they do this? Oh? It stopped. Oh my god, I can hear again. Oh, you fuckers. Who's this guy? This guy's like... He has like super special ops. So I didn't really get to talk to about this, but hey, thoughts on that Xbox news? What is going on? And there's more things today of like some of the wording on like EA's website or something changed, so now it's not called Xbox Game Pass anymore. It's Microsoft Game Pass. What the hell is going on, you know? It's kind of sounding like Xbox is over. And that's crazy to me. I can't believe that. I don't think that's true. But what the hell is going on with them? I really don't understand. Like I saw a lot of people being like, I saw a lot of people being like, if this is true, like, you know, the Xbox is going the way of the Dreamcast. And I don't know. I just don't see that happening. I didn't think the Xbox was like doing bad. I didn't think the Xbox One was a fucking Sega Saturn. But the way people are talking, it sounds like it is, you know. It's very weird. It's a really weird time, I think. Might just be branding stuff because it's Xbox and PC. That makes sense. I'd believe that. But, like, I just feel like if they... This is my thing. More exclusives on more console, you know, like... well, I guess less exclusives is a good thing, right? More good games for everyone is good. That's my hot take. But I also have to think, like, man, if the moment Master Chief shows up on the fucking PlayStation, it is over for Xbox, right? Like, that's... I'm just letting these guys fight it out. There's too many fuckers. Okay, I think they fought it out, and the guys lost. I just think, like... I don't know. I just think, like... Bringing their exclusives to PlayStation is, like, bad for them business-wise, which I don't really give a shit about. I don't really give a shit about any of these companies succeeding financially. But, like, it feels like a bad business decision, right? And so, like, I gotta question what is going on over there. What is happening? Are they getting out of the console thing because they've got too much debt? From, like, all these fucking mergers? Are they getting out of consoles because, like, the sex box really, like... He's doing poorly? I just don't get it. Microsoft's not in debt? No, but Xbox could be. Xbox could be. if the thing isn't making money for Microsoft, like I you know, I just don't understand what's going on over there, and it seems like everyone is panicking, is what it seems like. It seems like everyone is freaking out. I don't know. It's just like weird. It's like, on one hand, I feel like this is like this is fucking like waiting for that announcement of like there will be no more sex boxes. And then on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, but is that really what this announcement's gonna be? Or is it them going like, yeah, you'll be able to play Hi-Fi Rush on the PS5? But like, if it is that, isn't that like maybe not great news for the Xbox heads? Because like, you know, you want exclusives to sell consoles. Like, I just don't get what's going on. And no one is like, I don't know. I feel like people are so, everyone is one way or the other about it. It's either, this is it. The Xbox is on fire. Phil Spencer's going to come to your house and personally red ring your Xbox. Or it's people going like, yep, everything's good over at Xbox. Everything's nothing to worry about over here. Everything's going good. Don't worry about it. Everything's good. Yes, they just spent $8 billion, you know, buying... yes, they're creating a monopoly, but isn't that good? Isn't that cool? Smiles? Like, I feel like I can't get normal answers out of everyone. Everyone's just either like, this is the end times, or it is like, I want Microsoft to buy more companies, please. And it's like, I just don't understand. I didn't know, like, obviously I know console war shit, it still exists, because I get harassed on Twitter whenever I say Microsoft should stop buying companies. But, like, I didn't know Xbox had this many shooters. I didn't know PlayStation, I didn't know any of these companies had this many shooters out there. Of just, like, I feel like I'm walking around and everyone is either like end time street preacher or is like on fire and just like, one day out today. And it's like, I don't understand. Everyone's either reacting too hard or coping too hard. And I don't understand. Like, Xbox is definitely the worst off of the three right now, right? Like, Xbox is the third in this whole thing. And that's whatever. Like, I don't give a shit about that. If Xbox had great exclusives, I would have an Xbox. But it's like, how long can they be third, you know? I don't know. I just think I think even if like if either way, like next week, if Phil Spencer comes out and goes like, guys, we just wanted to say, Hi-Fi Rush coming to the PS5. Thank you. Or if he comes out next week and goes, the Xbox is fucking dead. I feel like either way, their messaging has been so poor with this whole thing. I feel like either way, this has been like what are we doing? Like, just I don't know. But, I mean, I guess that's me, where, like, if I ran that company, if I ran any company, I'd be like, hey, guys, here's what's happening. Here's what's up. And not, like, we will be having a business discussion next week, you know? It's so, I don't know. I will tell you, I firmly believe the announcement will be, hey, Hi-Fi Rush, you know, all of this is coming to this and this. Also, guys, we just want to let you know, no more Xbox Series S or X. Only Series S, or whatever the digital one is. Only digital sex boxes from now on. Bye-bye. With all the stuff of, like, Walmart pulling, like, Xbox games. I don't know. I believe, like, it's probably going to play some part into it, of them going, only digital, buy Game Pass, bye-bye. But I'm also, like, I don't give a shit about Xbox. You know, like, I don't give a shit about Sony either. I'm not up to, I don't give a shit about any of the three. I'm not up to date on the fucking sales numbers and what's going on. But I feel like the sex box, I feel like Microsoft is the one out of the three to most eagerly go to digital only. And it's because Game Pass, well, we know now, like, isn't Game Pass kind of a failure or something like that? Like, isn't that the thing with it, is like, with all of the, like, it's just, it reached a point with its subscribers and then hasn't grown from there. Like, it's kind of flatlined. They basically, like, got everyone they can get on this. So, like, I don't know if that stuff's doing good. I don't know if it's doing bad. But I feel like Microsoft is the one out of the three, the big three, that would most willingly go like, hey, digital-only console from now on. And that's, I don't know how to feel about that. I would feel bad about that. I guess that's, without, like, thinking about it, without, like, analyzing it just off the top of my head, I think that would suck. From a preservation standpoint, I think that would suck. I don't like the idea of a digital-only future. I'm very against that, personally. I think that would suck. In the same way that I think if they came out next week and went, no more sex boxes, I think that would suck. Like, I don't have an Xbox. I probably will never have an Xbox again. But, like, that would suck because, like, you spend all this time, like, building up your library on that. And then, especially with Xbox, with all the backwards compat, to just have that disappear, I think would suck. So, I don't know. But if the whole thing is just like, hey guys, Starfield and Hi-Fi Rush coming to the PlayStation, I feel like, Jesus Christ, you couldn't just tweet that out? Couldn't just say, hey guys, coming to the PlayStation, see ya. Instead, you had to, like, send all your, all the Xbox heads into a fucking manic state, you know? It's yeah, like I said, it's weird. It's weird shit. I get why people are dooming. I get why people are dooming. I don't know. Microsoft is not giving up on Xbox. They're still supporting Skype. Well, Skype probably isn't costing them a shit ton of money. Let's be real about that. I think they paid for Skype and then haven't worked on that thing since about 2011. So probably costing them less money than Xboxes, you know, like they didn't buy Zoom so that Skype would get better. You know, like they didn't just spend a bogillion on Zoom to boost Skype up like they did with Activision, you know. I don't know. I find it funny in like a sad way. That like, and this is just, I don't know about this. I'm just repeating shit that was, that I read. I haven't done my own research on this, right? But, I find it interesting that there was like that, like Kotick's out, obviously. Good. But I guess they like, tell me if I'm wrong on this. Didn't they replaced like head of Blizzard or something with like an Activision exec, and like Blizz leadership, or like the people at Blizz had been fighting like that they didn't want Activision interference for all of this time, and now under Microsoft, like it's happened. They have an executive that quote unquote doesn't understand them, and I just think like what has come from this Activision Blizzard thing that's good, you know? Like, I feel like there hasn't been an iota of anything good. Why did they do this? Why did they fucking spend $1 gagillion on fucking Activision Blizzard if all it did was make everything worse? I guess the answer is just because we need to get more capital. Please, more capital. Give me more capital. Like, I just think, like, what are we doing? And let me make it clear, if this was fucking Sony doing this, I'd say the same shit. It sucks I have to say this, but some people are fucking crazy. If Nintendo was doing this stuff, I'd be saying the same thing. Of just like, what are we fucking doing? What the hell is happening over there? Where, like, why did this happen if it made nobody happy except for the investors? And it's like, what a fucked thing for this industry. What a fucked thing. Like, I feel like you can't look at this Activision Blizzard merger from any way that isn't complete copium in like a positive manner. Like, there is nothing salvageable here. It is just fucked all the way through, and is such a like representation of where the game industry is right now, where it's not like two guys named the Blowjob Brothers fucking coding Dizzy Goes to fucking Egypt on their Commodore 64 anymore. It's these god-sized corporations just fucking eating each other alive, and it's like, this is it. It's over, guys. We're done. We're cooked. You can't come back from this. When corporations are spending $1 billion to buy other corporations to make a fucking monopoly, we've stopped being an artistic industry. We've turned into fucking Nestle, man. Like, what are we doing? How did we get here? It is such a fucking bummer. It is such a bummer. Where, like, what can you aspire to be in this industry? I guess hired by a monopoly and then laid off in 6 months. And that's the heights. That's the limit you can reach in the industry now. It's such a fucking bummer. It sucks so much. And I just don't get
I guess you're a good guy, Corporal.
how
Listen,
any of this Activision Blizzard shit
something coming through, and it's the nastiest looking
was
thing yet.
worth it.
Some of your buddies
in
went
any
down
way.
a while ago, and I haven't seen them since. I've got some
Like,
weapons I've piled up in
Microsoft
here.
was not
Take as much
hurting
as
for
you can
money.
carry.
They didn't need to merge. Activision Blizzard, I don't think, was about to collapse and needed to be bought out. It all was just done for corporate. There was no, like, saving throw artistic shit involved. There was not even a thought of how will this make gaming better. We're really just fucking cooked. And I know that this is a story repeated 100 times. This ain't the first time. It's not gonna be the last time that shit like this is happening. And you really gotta look at the goddamn human race and just go, well, we had a good run, you know? when three corporations are gobbling up everything, you just kind of gotta sit back and go like, well, that's that, isn't it? Uh-oh. Well, we really fucked this one out. Let's try again next time. God, when I think about what's happening at Microsoft right now, it puts such a pit in my fucking stomach. God damn. I had time to bring up the Disney Epic. Wait, what's going on with Disney Epic stuff? There news? Did news just happen? Is Disney buying Fortnite? What's happening? Is there news? Disney is investing $1.5 billion in it. It's over. It's over for us as an industry. Like, okay, maybe I'm being a little hyperbolic talking about this as the collapse of civilization, and maybe, but I don't think I'm being that fucking hyperbolic, but like, what are we doing? The games are good, they are fun to play, but does it even fucking matter anymore if everything's owned by the biggest conglomerates, the monopoly-sized conglomerates, and I'm getting sucked to this wall. Okay, I'm supposed to be getting sucked. And they're just laying off all the staff so they can replace them with AI. You know, like, what are we doing? We're losing is what we're doing. Like, that's what we're doing. We're losing to corporations. And what do we do about that? Brother, I don't even fucking know anymore. I used to think you do this, this, and this. You just vote for the right people, guys. You just vote for the right people. And then this won't happen anymore, guys. And that's been proven fucking wrong. That's been proven that it's all a fucking laugh and a half. So, like, what do we do? Get nothing. You can't do anything. Everything is getting worse all of the time. And it'll never get better. Oh yeah, I guess it would make sense to play this.
Hi-ho, gamers!
What the fuck is that? looks like, what does this remind me of? There's some show from the, like, some, like, mid-90s kids show. They've got, like, a magic portal. Oh, I know. I got this. Hold on. Fuck off with WebP. Anyways, my point is with all this Xbox shit, to run this back, I get why people are dooming, but I do think they're dooming out of, like, fan stuff. You know, they're dooming because, like, no, not my Xbox, instead of dooming because it's like, oh, every day we're losing more and more options. We're losing, let's use this word, losing more and more freedoms. You know, we're losing more options. We're losing more choices. You will have to buy the console. There will be one console. That's what I care about, is the ability to choose. And so, like, exclusives coming to other consoles, good. That's I like that. But the idea of just, like, full out, like, losing Xbox, bad. That's my take. My take is capitalism bad. I don't know if you ever heard me say that one before. Capitalism's really bad, and it's really, really fucking bad right now. Anyways, this is what the portal reminds me of. This is that's the time portal from Star Trek. What the fuck? Anyways, they go into that and go to the 1940s. I don't remember. Jesus Christ, what is that? What the hell is even that? I'm not fucking with that. This... Oh, the healing pool. Wow. Good news, they will still make Xboxes. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. Mid-ass video game portal. Yeah, it's not a great one, is it? I'm just gonna go. Oh. I'm probably gotta shoot this thing, right? Gonna bet need to shoot this thing. Give it a little shoot and a toot. Uh-oh. What the fuck is this? There's no way this is the final boss, right? And not that Half-Life's final boss was better, but like, what is this? This guy's not even attacking me. Also, like, such a cramped space. It can't be over. Oh, there's a railgun right here. Oh, my ass! Oh, he's pissed now. Am I supposed to shoot the portal? All right. Am I winning? Oh. Okay. I get it. Oh, fuck. Okay, I get. You gotta shoot out his eyes. Okay. This isn't the final boss, right? Haven't seen anyone credible say there will not be more Xboxes. Okay. I don't listen to Foreskin Valors. Hey, Foreskin Valorskin's where I get all my Xbox news and Fortnite news. Speaking of Fortnite news, not the epic shit. That makes me. That legitimately, when you said that, how old is that news? It's from today? Yeah, that, okay. That put a fucking pit in my stomach. That makes me so sad. Not that, like, oh, not that Epic is like, oh, a little indie company, but, like, Jesus Christ, you know? I mean, we've talked about on this stream how much Western gaming wants to be Hollywood. Fuck it, just let Disney buy their spot in. What the fuck is that? There's no way. Oh! I gotta go. Cool that they put a health thing right here. I could just suck that up. I just, yeah, I don't know. Like, listen, we don't have enough time for me to discuss my feelings on Disney right now. I feel like we'll be here for 6 hours, but let's just put it lightly. I don't think they're a very good. I think they're a company with a lot of good people working for them on the creative side, but I think they are. Am I supposed to jump in there? Do you think? No. Okay. I think they've got a lot of good creatives working for them that are being fucking crushed right now in 100 different ways. So, I don't think very highly of them. I don't think very highly of their, much like Microsoft, buy every fucking thing. Much like Sony, buy every fucking company, buy every brand, whole deal. I think that's pretty putrid. So it is funny. I guess that's just the thing for entertainment companies now. Someone, I guess at the most recent CEO meeting or whatever, they all sat around, shared a couple of drinks, and someone, you know what's a great move for companies? If you just buy all the other companies. If you can't make better product to make better profit, just buy the other companies. And that's pretty cool. And I gotta say, that's pretty cool. How the fuck do I get up here? Is there another way up here? Do I gotta do this from the ground? It's just, it's a really, I don't know. Let's say it's unprecedented times, chat. It's unprecedented times. crazy times, you know? Crazy times. How the fuck do I get over to that side? Sorry if I went woke on you tonight. Sorry if I got a little woke. Won't happen again. How do I get across? Oh, got it. Get the slurper up. I don't even know if I'm doing damage. Just shoot it with that. See what happens. This is not a good boss fight. Maybe now. No, he's got his eyes up. Does he have his eyes up because I did good, or does he have his eyes up because I missed my window? I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Okay. Chat, give me 1 minute. I gotta take a quick pee break. This boss fight scared the piss out of me. I'll be right back, and we'll talk more about Xbox, and we'll figure out what to do about this guy. I'll be right back.
Open and let her rip.
What?
While he's doing that, take a moment to subscribe. Attention Twitch chat, Mike is about to go pee. See that right there? I'm keeping it warm for him, because in about 10 seconds he's about to kick this door open and let her rip. While he's doing that, take a moment to subscribe to his channel. Catch up with a friend in the chat. But do not complain about his absence, because Mike is taking a pee, which everyone on Twitch needs to do now and then. It's human, it's normal. But what's not normal is a cold toilet seat. I'm heating it up for him. Don't worry about it. I'm getting on it right now. He will be here in 2 seconds. You can be patient. Show some respect. He'll be back in just a moment. That's right, Twitch chat. You consider this an intermission. Take a moment, grab a snack, but come right back and keep your eyes glued on the screen, because he pees fast, and he'll pee with great speed and get back to you momentarily. Mike! It's warm! Get in here! I'm telling him to hurry. I'm doing my best. Mike!
Hey, so I took that pee break and I went, well, what's going on Twitter? And I saw that announcement, the Disney Epic thing, which sounds bad because they've acquired an equity stake in Epic. Not good. And then scroll down a little bit more, and Toys for Bob is done. They've shuttered Toys for Bob. They've laid off 86 staff members and are closing the office, potentially closing the whole studio. It just gets worse every day. It just gets worse every day. This industry, the gaming industry, is fucked. It is fucked. And the people who go like, oh, well, it's just a little bloodletting. Why is the blood coming from the people who are actually making the fucking games? Why is the blood not coming from John's CEO? I gotta be honest, I think if John's CEO took a $1 million pay cut, just 1 million, a measly 1 million, feel like a couple jobs could be saved. You know, maybe only 2 or 3, but that's 2 or 3. It's over for us. Like, it is just fucking over. Toys for Bob did so much fucking good work in the last decade making games. I hadn't given a shit about Activision in years. And I was actually like, okay, what are they releasing next? Gone. Toys for Bob is gone. Vicarious Visions is already gone. They're a fucking Call of Duty support studio now. Like, what? It's just fucked. It's really fucked, chat. And the only answer I have is I don't know, hold these CEOs accountable, but nobody's gonna do that. No one gives a shit about that. Not when there's more epic video games to be played. Oh, I finally did damage to him. And again, I'm not just saying Xbox is to blame here. I'm not just saying Microsoft are fuckers. Let me make it clear, my stance is for every fucker. Even the fuckers that make games I like to play. I like playing Nintendo games, right? But this same shit applies to them too. If it costs everyday people, real people, their jobs, if it costs everyday people anything, there no more video games. I don't give a shit. Just stop making them. No, obviously that's probably the bad solution, but cool video game matters so much less to me than people having fucking jobs, you know? And it seems like every day there's a new news story about layoffs, whether it's in games or games journalism. Every day it feels like there's a new story that this multi-billion-dollar corp just bought this multi-billion-dollar corp and now has to lay off all the quote-unquote redundancies. And it just makes you think, like, what the fuck are we doing anymore? What the hell is the point anymore? It honestly, it makes it hard to enjoy shit. Because the whole time, it's just like, well, Hope this sells well so people don't lose their jobs. Hope this sells well so that the CEO doesn't get a nice severance package and everyone else just loses their fucking jobs. It's the kind of shit, you know, I talk a lot about with, like, my leftist friends of, like, what needs to happen for people to be aware of what's happening? Like, what needs to give? And it's shit like this. I mean, it's a fucking video game, like, but it's shit like this that makes you go, like, man, I don't know how you can look at any of the shit going on in the gaming industry right now and feel positive. I don't know how you can look at any of this and go like, yeah, CEO's making the right call on this one. Yeah, I love brand. You have to be fucking devoid of a human soul to look at what's going on at Microsoft right now. At any fucking tech company right now. And go like, I sure love the video game. If you're not looking at this shit and going like, this fucking sucks. Why is this happening? If you're not trying to learn about why this fucking sucks, you're like, I don't know, dude. I feel like your soul has been replaced with a fucking product, you know? Was that the end of the game?
So, Corporal Shepard, we meet at last. Please don't think that I've been avoiding you. A great
That was the end?
require my attention in these troubled times. I do hope you understand. And now I require a further indulgence on your part. I cannot close my report until every loose end has been tied up. The biggest embarrassment has been Black Mesa facility, but I think that's finally taken care of itself.
What?
Quite so.
What the fuck?
But there is still the lingering matter of...
Yo, this is what happens when you fly Southwest.
I admit I have a fascination with those who adapt and survive against all odds. They rather remind me of myself. If for no other reason, I have argued to preserve you for a time. While I believe a civil servant like yourself understands the importance of discretion, my employers are not quite so trusting, and rather than continually subject you to the irresistible human temptation of telling all, we have decided to convey you somewhere you can do no possible harm,
G-Man sucks in this
and where
game.
no
He was
harm
cool
can
in
come
the
to
first
you.
game.
I'm
This time
sure
he
you can imagine there
talks like a
are
fucking
worse
dork.
alternatives.
I don't think there was any further evaluation, was there? I think that was the end of Shepard. That was the end of that game? Fuck me, man. That was a worse final boss than Half-Life. I didn't even know that was the final boss. Okay. Well, overall, I enjoyed that. I think if I was a Half-Life 1 guy back in the day, and I went, just give me some more of that, I would be satisfied with this. It doesn't reach the strength, you know, the highs of Half-Life, but there's enough, like, fun there, and, it feels good, because it's Half-Life. It feels good to run around and shoot. There's enough here that it's pretty good. It's alright. Bad news, G-Man just bought Black Mesa and is in talks to acquire Epic. Fuck me, come on. How many times is this gonna happen? See now, and then I'm gonna get YouTube comments of, Yeah, this guy doesn't know, that's how you run a business. Yeah, if you want Black Mesa to succeed, yeah, you have to, bloodlet a little bit, okay? Yeah, if you want Aperture Science to, keep going, sometimes you gotta lay off a couple redundancies. Just completely, you know, disregarding humans. Is it, what happens now? Is that the video game? Secret mode. No sleep. Yeah, we're gonna do BLJ. Wop! 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 No. No clip on. Alright, well that was that. Leave game. That was alright. So then, you know, hopefully work schedule permitted. We'll do Blue Shift next week. And as far as I understand, I can beat that thing in one stream. As far as I know, you can beat that shit in one stream. And then I'm doing Half-Life 2. First time ever playing Half-Life 2. Hold on. Scott the Waz tweeted out, any creators, hey, I'd like to ask if any creators out there would be interested in doing some videos together over Discord for my second channel, Scott Stash. I'm telling him that I have a Squitter PowerPoint presentation ready to go right now. Okay. Hold on, chat. Gas this? Guys, gas this so that I can be on Scott the Waz's channel. Gas that. Alright, anyways. Well, that was Half-Life Opposing Force. That was fine. It was good. It was good. It had a lot of issues. There's a lot of really goofy, dumb shit. But, it was good. I don't really have anything to say about Adrian Shepard. Like, much like Corbin Freeman is kind of a nothing character in Half-Life 1, right? Like, he's a scientist, which makes him more interesting than you know, Shootman Shepard, but they're very blank slates, you know? And now he's vanished. Now he's nothing. Now he's been sent to the void. And I gotta assume we'll never see him again. You know what? Don't tell me. You know, maybe end of Half-Life 2. Portals opens up. Gordon Freeman goes, "Who the hell are you?" And Adrian Shepard goes, "Who the hell am I?" And Gordon Freeman goes, "Who the hell are you?" And Adrian Shepard goes, "I'm your worst nightmare, punk. I'm Adrian Shepard, and I'm ready to kick ass." That'd be cool. Maybe they fuck hard. My name is Gordon Freeman, and my name is Adrian Shepard, and we're about to fucking suck every orifice on each other's body. I'm about to make Freeman cream, man. And I'm about to make Shepard say yuppers. More. Okay, that's enough of that bit. What are we doing? I know I told you there's some Sonic songs in Like a Dragon 8. Yeah. Yeah, I actually, so you said it's Open Your Heart instrumental. That's in 7. My brother showed me that. You can get it as a kart racing. There's like the kart racing stuff, and you can get it as a song for that. Since you said Super Monkey Ball earlier, do they got Monkey Ball music? Alright, that fucking rules. That's dope. Well, chat, I don't know what to do now. I think I say earlier in the stream, like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be beating this tonight. Whoops. Not only did I do an hour-plus intro, I beat the game in like 90 minutes. And now I don't know what to do. Other than look at Twitter and see all the gaming companies that are being shut down or bought. Is the Ninja Turtle Fortnite stuff out yet? I don't think it is. I think it's coming out Friday. Can't do that. Yeah, what do I do? Suggestions? Liza P is getting free Wolong crossover DLC. I don't even know what Wolong is. But that's cool. Free DLC is cool. All right, we got 10 minutes left in the stream. What do I do with that 10 minutes? I'm open to suggestions. Guys, I'm gonna beat Dark Link and Zelda 2 for real this time. No cheating. Funny video. I don't have any funny videos. watch videos. I straight up, I looked at YouTube today. I'm like, you know what? I haven't watched a YouTube video in what? It opened up like my subscriptions, just went, and I won't be watching any today. Thank you. I'm really Twitch pilled right now. I'm really Twitch maxing right. Let's see, vids for stream. You could listen to Suck a Caribou's Ass. I don't think I'll be doing that right now. Dude, I got DMCA claimed for, what was that song? Unfinished Symphony? I didn't play the audio, but I showed the music video. They DMCA'd me for that. I got fucking DMCA'd for just showing the music video, no audio. Full system. I watched this one. Yeah, I watched the PS2 launch day videos. Let me remove these. Here, we can do a react to this. This kind of works. This is in the video game aisle at Target in 2002. Dude, is that Blinks? You know what? I'm in. You know what? Fuck all that shit I was talking about. Microsoft. Put Blinks and Blinks 2 on the PS5. HD remasters of the Blinks games. I put them in. I'm in. I'll be the biggest corporate shill.
Or create a match. I'm setting up the game type, which track I want to race.
See, I don't remember going to I don't remember looking at games at Target. We only went to Target to get like Christmas and birthday cards for some reason. We would go to Target. Walmart though, we were always at Walmart. So this setup is like what's that term, like liminal to me, where like it feels like something I've seen, but I don't think I have.
Sayonara, guys. I've been waiting for you at the finish line. Future round. And
Woo! Losers! I win! Check this out.
Dude, Parappa 2, good game.
Hey, whoa, guys, where you going? Come on, you saw that, right?
Do you guys have a lot of memories of like demo kiosks at like Walmart or Target, Kmart? I have a lot of memories of Walmart demo kiosks. I think I talked about it before, but I remember when Mario Kart Wii came out. And I don't even think it was a fucking demo. I think someone just put Mario Kart Wii in one of the Wiis at Walmart, because I remember like playing as Funky Kong in that thing. And it's like someone had to have 100%ed that game, right? I remember like going back to like more this era. I remember going to Toys R Us, which Toys R Us is like an hour away. It was an hour away. We went to Toys R Us, and I remember playing Mario Sunshine for the first time. And just being like blown away by Mario Sunshine. It was, look at that, dude. Hold on, look at 149 for a GameCube. Was it, there was some, I remember reading at some point, like, Walmart was selling GameCubes for like $100. Could you imagine that? But I remember playing Mario Sunshine, doing like some of the floodless levels at Toys R Us and being like blown away by it. I thought it was the most like striking visual game I had ever seen. It was so colorful and fun. I remember at Walmart with the GameCube kiosk, I remember playing that like Mickey Mouse Magic Mirror game. Not Epic Mickey, but the Magical Mirror starring Mickey Mouse or whatever. being really intrigued by that game. I remember the DS kiosk. Yeah, a little bit after this, but the DS kiosk and just playing like Professor Layton, Lead Beat Agents. I remember playing Diddy Kong Racing on the DS. God. And now they're getting rid of physical games at fucking retailers, you know? Like, this is... God. When I see shit like this, I just want to grab the fucking bars in my cage and just... Let me out! Please! Remember going with my brother when he interviewed at GameStop and played COD for 360 demo for like 3 hours? Dude, later with the PS3, whenever the PS3 came out and MotorStorm came out, there was a demo for MotorStorm that was just like the first level. And my brother and I would do that. We'd choose the motorcycle, and we would just crash and ragdoll. And it was the funniest thing to us. It was so funny, and we would laugh and laugh. We would be so loud laughing. There was this one time we were at Walmart, and okay, I don't know what's going on with this kid. This footage is now weird, but we were laughing so hard at MotorStorm. And then, like, out of nowhere, our uncle showed up. Our uncle was there, and he was just like, I could hear you laughing all the way from Sporting Goods. You guys are really being loud. And it was like, what are you doing, huh? Yeah. I don't know. Like, look at the prices on those, too. Not to be one of those guys. I get why video games are more expensive now. I'm fine paying $70 for a video game if it means people don't get fucking laid off, but it doesn't seem to make a difference anyway, so whatever. But I guess these are on sale. But yeah, I demo kiosks, I get why they went away, but I do kind of miss that. I miss that in the way, like, I miss a lot of things from, like, my childhood, where it's like, there's still, either it still exists in some way, or it was never really good. Like, the way things are better now. And a lot of the things that I'm nostalgic about, it's like, it's better now, but I don't know.
Tablecloths, come in with some napkins. Tishers.
What do you think's the rarest game? Here. I don't know, dude. Oh, I look at stuff like this. This is a thing I've talked about before, but like, no, like when I think about my own nostalgia for stuff, my like chest starts to hurt, man. I yearn so hard for some of this shit. I so deeply want this. It like kills me sometimes, man. It like physically hurts me sometimes. And like that's funny to me. Like I'm not. I think that's kind of really pathetic in a way. But when I think about like, I don't know. When I think about some of this shit, it really just makes me think like simpler times, man. Simpler times. I wasn't made for these times, man. I was made for being able to get Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX for $20 at Target. That's what I was made for. I wasn't made for this TikTok time, man. I was made for this shit. But what are you gonna do? I do have to think about it again with what little demo kiosks still do exist. Well, even not even the demo kiosks, just in general, you know, kids are always fascinated by video games. I have to think about like all of the fucking retail employees that like become babysitters, you know, like have to become babysitters because they just let their kids, these people let their kids roam free. And it was the same thing with my parents. They let us just roam free at Walmart and go to the video games. Sorry, retail workers. Chat, I'm gonna get out of here. I did not expect to finish this game tonight, so that's good. That's good news. Tomorrow, we're gonna finish another game. We're gonna do the bonus levels of the Upturned and finish those off. And then Friday, I got a whole grab bag of stuff. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for talking to me. Thanks for listening to me rant. Hopefully, you listen to me rant and you're not going, this guy doesn't fucking understand anything about the real world. I know how the real world works. Hopefully you're listening to what I'm saying going, you know what? I think CEOs are bad. Hopefully that was your takeaway. Hopefully your takeaway is Adrian Shepard is the coolest motherfucker. Holy shit, he's got a gun and he's got gloves. No, I'm on the CEOs are bad train. That's good. Dude, what if we had a CEO in chat right now? Oh my god, tier 3 sub. Doug Bowser. Oh my god. Oh well. I'm gonna get out of here. I will see you tomorrow, unless something wacky happens. See you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out.